Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Albertans continue to face long wait lists for PDD services, especially for FMS, or Family Managed Services. With a centralized and overwhelmed intake department and slow assessment process, many people end up stuck on a wait list, which compounds health crises for people with developmental disabilities and burdens families and caregivers. To the Minister of Community and Social Services, what have you done to shrink wait lists and red tape for people who depend on FMS?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I guess it's a spend day on that side today. So what we have done today, Mr. Speaker, we have increased funding to PDD program, which include program for families with children with disabilities, so that they can get the supports they need in a timely fashion. And we have also appointed a new council, Parent Advisory Council, to advise us on issues that matter to families. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
For supplemental.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that the waitlist for PDD and FMS is growing, and given that no systems in place to coordinate services between AHS and PDD, again, to the Minister of Community and Social Services, Albertans are caught in a bureaucratic nightmare, and in the 2.5 years you've been in power, you've done nothing to fix it. When will we see a one-stop shop for PDD services, no matter which government department is responsible?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, there is one-stop shop, and Community and Social Services is responsible for administering this program. And in 2.5 years, our track record is clear. We have worked with PDD community to repeal safety standards, which was imposed by previous government. We've worked with them to repeal sport intensity scale. We've worked with them for a new contracting template, and we are continuously in touch with all our service providers, stakeholders, advocates to make sure that this program remains relevant to the needs of the community.
And supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that government policies have increased costs across all sectors, and given the PDD sector is hurt most by these cost increases, and given that this has led to a significant reduction in service hours, again to the Minister of Community and Social Services, will you commit here and now to restoring lost service hours, and can Albertans expect proper funding in the future to ensure that service hours aren't cut again?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, member, for the question. PDD is not a defined benefit, and how this program works, that department works with service provider and family and come up with a plan which is customized to each individual, and whatever is determined in that outcome plan, that's what department funds, that's what department provides funding for. So we haven't cut any services. We have increased funding. On that side, we hear that they will cut 20%, which will eliminate services.
Thank you.